And in this video, I'm going to talk about your options for publishing to the web using FTP or File Transfer Protocol. The program that we have on the computers in the labs is called Fetch, and it's very easy to use. You will get a host, your own domain, so I'll type in my domain, and you'll need to remember the username and password that you set up for this. So mine is Cindy Roy. And I'll type in my password that goes with this account. You'll be doing this a lot throughout the semester, so make sure that you remember your username and password. And when you first come into your account, you are going to encounter the root directory, which is just this slash. And in most websites, there is a public HTML directory that things are actually published in. So in this case, I'm just going to switch by date because I know I've published to it recently. You won't have as many files as I do when you first start. And here's the public HTML directory. So I'll double click on that. Make sure you're in public HTML if you want files to be published publicly. This folder will not show up in the URL, but it's just a way for you to have a segment of your website that has public files, and then another segment of your website to maybe save things privately. It's the cloud, and it allows you basically just to save files. So when you get here, you are able to publish your files to this folder. And so when you want to put something on your main domain, you would just say put, very simple, choose put, and then you would find the files that you're working on, my website, and select the files that you want to upload. And you'll need to select all the files that are associated with your site, including any images or any other files that you've created associated with it, CSS, HTML. And I'm not going to put these because I don't want to overwrite things on my site, but you'll say put, and then the file program, the FTP program will run. You'll see a little dog running, and when the dog is finished running, your files will be published to the website, and then you can go to the browser and check at the domain where that's located. So in this case, I would go to cindyroyal.com and make sure the new index page got uploaded as well as the new image. In future portions of the class, for future projects, you will need to create new folders. And it's just like doing it on a flash drive. You would create a new folder, and I'll just call it new web. And that folder gets created now, and then just make sure you double click to go into it if you want to publish things in that folder. And you would just say put, find the files again, and put them into that folder. And then the URL for this would be cindyroyal.com/newweb. It would be it would include the folder name. And if you ever need to delete anything, like I don't really need this new web folder, there's a big delete button over here, so you can always delete files that you don't need or folders. And sometimes you need to get things from the web. Maybe you have it up on the web and you want to use FTP to get it. You can get it right from a browser usually, but there might be a reason why you want to get multiple files at one time. And get is pretty easy. I can just click on the file and say get. And I have it set up in the preferences so that it will ask me where I want to download it to. And so again, it's just the other direction from put. It finds files on the web and brings them down to your computer. So it'll save them. The thing that you want to change there is in the fetch preferences before you do any gets under download. I like to say ask me every time where it wants to download the file, so it doesn't automatically put it on the desktop or in downloads, and overwrite files with conflicting names.